Hello everyone. This is Mantri Pragreshwant Bhanumurthy, the corresponding author for the paper Swarm Intelligence and its impact on data mining and knowledge discovery, to be presented at third International Conference on Data Science, Machine Learning and Applications 2021 ICDS MLA. My co-authors are Katragada Prashanti, Mrudula Kilaru and Sandhyarani Kakarla from Vasireddy Venkatadri Institute of Technology, Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. So these are the contents of the paper. The title: Swarm Intelligence and its impact on data mining and knowledge discovery. The contents of the presentation is like this: the abstract, then biological collective behavior, basic methodology of swarm intelligence algorithms, ant colony optimization and particle swarm optimization, and knowledge discovery and swarm intelligence, how we can integrate these two, then ant colony optimization and data mining, finally conclusions followed by references. So quickly going through the abstract. So through the simulation of the behaviors of the biological swarms, the swarm intelligence algorithms, they were established as comprehensive approaches for resolving the complicated problems in optimization. And recently, data mining areas, they seek more attention that requires huge data and quick management. But most of the traditional techniques, they were not able to provide effective performance, as they are applicable only for differential and continuous functions. And also, the group of these population-based techniques, it proved to be effective in certain researches where swarm intelligence algorithms, they have provided a significant potential for relevant data mining tasks. So our paper and this presentation, we demonstrate the biological inspiration and some swarm intelligence concepts, in which the main focus will be on the particle swarm optimization, in short called PSO, and ant colony optimization, in short ACO algorithms. And the primary data mining strategies are also described, along with some existing and present works which are based on swarm intelligence approaches. So quickly recollecting what is a swarm. Swarm can be considered as a loosely structured collection of interacting agents, and these agents they can be like individuals that belong to a group, and they also contribute to and benefit from the group, and they can recognize, communicate, and also or interact with each other. So some examples of swarms are ant colony, the traffic, and the immune system, etc. And coming to the biological collective behavior, this swarm behavior is observed in fish schools, then bird flocks, and also in the insects such as midges and mosquitoes. And the principles of this collective behavior are homogeneity, locality, collision avoidance, and velocity matching and flock centering. So under homogeneity, we can say that each bird in the flock, it must possess a similar behaviors, hence the flock propagates independent on the leader, and sometimes the temporary leader may arise. And locality can be explained as the movement of every bird is initiated by its neighboring flock mates, thus the vision is the essential senses for organizing the flock. And the collision avoidance is necessary to keep away from collision with neighboring flock mates. Velocity matching is required to propagate with velocity, and that must be matched with the velocity of neighboring flock mates. And flock centering is significant to stay close with the nearest flock mates. So these are all the biological collective behavior that is observed in the swarms. And coming to the swarm and the models of the collective behavior, we have various behaviors like the swarm, then dynamic parallel group and highly parallel group, as you can observe there. As per the illustrations that are shown. And swarm intelligence is used to solve complex problems. It is an emerging field of biologically inspired AI. It is based on swarms at micro and macro levels, as you can see in the flock of birds or the fish schools as being shown in this particular slide. Now coming to the basic methodology of swarm, we have like the swarm followed by the local rules, then the tasks performance and the objectives, and again the swarm. Okay, so these four rules or the four methodologies that are normally employed continuously to make sure that the desired objectives are met all the time, and then you are improving on the objectives by collectively ensuring that the swarm, the local rules, and the task performance and the objectives are collectively accounted for. So we have various swarm intelligence algorithms in the recent years for various applications, and out of these various algorithms, the particle swarm optimization and the ant colony optimization algorithms are the most common algorithms. And this is one funny cartoon on the ant colony optimization. So coming to the ACO, the ACO was developed by Marco D'Origio in 1992, and the study of these artificial systems are modeled after the behavior of real ant colonies and are useful in solving discrete optimization problems. And the ants, they discover the shortest path by pheromone trails. So each ant, it moves at random. Pheromone is deposited on the path. The shortest path ants follow those trails, and this ant system also is applied to traveling salesman problem and other hard problems. So various scenarios of the ants, as you can see in a clockwise direction, practical scenario, then naturally observed ant behavior where you have an obstacle, then in which direction you have to go. Okay, that is the third one, and then the shortest path that is reinforced. Looking at the obstacle there, you can see that all the ants are moving up over the obstacle and then from the nest towards food. And these applications of ACO includes vehicle routing with time window constraints, network routing problems, assembly line balancing, and data mining. Now, quickly about particle swarm optimization. It was developed by Eberhardt and Kennedy in 1995, and this is a search algorithm which is population based, and it is initialized with random solutions called particles, and each particle is associated with a velocity, and it tracks its best solution in the process of searching for the best solution. And these particles discover information regarding the solution as they move along the process. So particles exchange information about what they have discovered, and during this exchange information, these particles retain a capability of determining the best solutions, and that's one example of particle swarm optimization, which is shown in one illustration. And the applications of particle swarm optimization is human tumor analysis, human performance assessment, ingredient mix optimization, evolving neural networks to solve various problems. Now, coming to the data mining part, so these data mining, it can be applied for particular algorithms to extract the patterns from data, and the various supplementary steps which are involved are data selection, data cleaning, incorporating appropriate prior knowledge and proper interpretation of the results. And data mining has several types, which includes pictorial data mining, social media mining, audio video mining, text data mining, and web mining. And coming to knowledge discovery, the steps which are included or involved in knowledge discovery are clustering, summation, dependency modeling, regression classification, change and deviation direction. So combination of particle swarm optimization and data mining, it will provide various new methods which are better in cost efficiency and which are easy to implement. So this process of knowledge discovery also we have included in our paper and described in detail. So the data and the selection methods, which includes the target, are further pre-processed, and then the pre-processed data is to the transferred data, where you have various function approximations, association rules, pattern analysis, and pattern discovery that is followed finally to achieve that knowledge discovery from the data mining. And looking at knowledge discovery and swarm intelligence, now when you are observing the similarity between the data mining and particle swarm optimization, they don't contain many similarities in general, but when you combine for generating a new method, so when compared to the conventional method in terms of cost efficiency, and also it will be better, and then it will be easy to implement. So quickly we are going to see the literature that is available for this knowledge discovery and swarm intelligence, or swarm intelligence and its impact on knowledge discovery and data mining. So Omron has enclosed particle swarm optimization for recognizing patterns and for performing image processing. And WALS has implemented a hybrid approach using PSO and also certain optimization techniques. So he has analyzed the model with the datasets which are related to Alzheimer's disease, and has shown that the hybrid model has obtained visual representation with enhanced quality. And Sauce et al. They have studied the usage of PSO as a data mining tool. Q et al. Has offered a hybrid document clustering algorithm based on particle swarm optimization. These are some very good works in the literature. Now, coming at the anti-colony optimization and data mining, the fundamental mechanism which is essential for this kind of aggregation is like an attention towards the dead item by the ants, and which is said to be a small cluster of items that is grown by attracting the workers for depositing more items in the data mining. So based on this mechanism, Ramos et al. They have implemented a clustering algorithm for capturing real ant-like behaviors. Wang et al. They have proposed a time series segmentation algorithm using the ant column optimization algorithm for exhibiting unpredictability of time series data. Handel et al. They have developed a new ant-based clustering method, and Abraham and Ramos they have developed ACO for discovering web usage patterns, that is data clusters, and they have also developed a linear genetic programming approach for evaluating the visitor trends. So that is some literature that is available. And coming to the advantage, disadvantage applications of swarm intelligence, the advantages they overwhelm the disadvantages. And various applications we have like library materials acquisition, communications, medical dataset classification, dynamic control, moving objects tracking, and detection. So in this presentation, we have discussed several basic concepts of swarm intelligence, particularly PSO and ASO, algorithm and knowledge discovery and data mining. And further, the description of the primary techniques of data mining along with its literature works related to swarm intelligence was also discussed. And these are the various references which have been cited appropriately in the text and also in the presentation. So our complete paper was running to 5 pages, and we thank the organizers of ICDS MLA 2021 for accepting our paper and then allowing us to record our video prior to the presentation and submit. So hoping to see you all the day of conference. Stay safe. Take care. Goodbye.